What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have to introduce all of you to a brand new game that I have just started playing. I was away on vacation and realized that, hey, I wanted to try out a new mobile game. So I looked in the market and this one had just launched. cookierun OvenSmash. And I'll tell you what, the game is heck of a lot of fun. And you gotta give it a shot. What I'm gonna do here today is take you through my initial impressions of the game, show you around a little bit, and tell you exactly what it's all about. But before we dive in, how about a quick word from today's sponsor? Thank you for being patient. Quick heads up before we continue. If you've lost your fights because your game lagged, your ping spiked, or you got randomly disconnected, you already know how brutal that is. That's exactly why I started using Exit Lag, the sponsor of today's video. And be sure to check the description of this video to download it right now for free. This is a new tool specifically built for the mobile gaming community. And it optimizes your connection in real time so your data takes the fastest route to the gaming servers. The result of this is a lower ping, less packet loss, and at the end of the day, a much more stable connection. It currently works with over 1,300 mobile games on Wi-Fi or on network connection and with Apple or Android devices. So whether you're playing casually or grinding your competitive matches, it's gonna keep you connected smooth. The app, it's super easy to use. You literally sign up, tap one button, and your connection is automatically stabilized. You can try it for free, and if you decide to upgrade, you could use my code ECHO for premium at 15% off. Now, back to the game. So when you first dive into the game, things can be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot going on in this space. There's this little open world HUD where you could interact with other NPCs to get little quests and things like that, as well as other real players inside of the game, so you could party up and do a bunch of things together. This is a pretty cool mechanic, and it's just something that is a little bit different to cookierun versus Brawl Stars, which this game is actually quite a bit like. You're gonna see similarities, starting with, let's take a look at some of the game modes. You have Wild Royale, which is basically a solo showdown inside of Brawl Stars. We have Castle Crasher. It's a 3v3 where you need to move along the tortoise throughout the track, drop the beat, gnome battle, and there's a bunch that I haven't even unlocked yet, or they haven't even started yet because they are on a timer. There's something that I like about this, and very transparently I'll share it with you. It's a little bit more simple than Brawl Stars because over the years Brawl Stars has gotten more and more complex as time has gone on, and it just becomes a little bit overwhelming to someone that maybe hasn't been keeping up and playing the game on a regular basis, someone like myself. But here, things are a little bit more simple. You could even come down here and click and you can see all of the little cookies, your cookie list. They're basically your heroes inside of the game, which you unlock and you progress and you level up as you would expect. Now, I have a whole bunch of them. I'm only missing 3 right now. I believe there's 20 cookies inside of the game. And my favorite one that I've been utilizing so far is the blue slushy cookie, which you can select. You can take a look at what they actually do as well. They have their abilities, they have their biscuits and things that I haven't even unlocked yet, but it's nice to see that there is some type of a progression inside of here for your cookies, or I should say for your heroes, so that they can get strengthened over time and you could just enhance your gameplay as time goes on. Now, a cool thing is you can come in this open world right here and you can actually test it out. So you can see, okay, this is my primary attack right here. I have a dodge where I can jump, and I have the ability to do some type of a super that does some multiple massive damage. So you could kind of come on over and test out a bunch of these different ones as you go. And there's some that you're gonna run into that are, well, kind of familiar. Let's take a look at this cherry cookie right here. You could imagine that we are gonna be throwing cherry bombs. What does this remind you of? How about this reminding you of a dynamite? Yes, there is a lot of similarity here inside of this game comparing it to Brawl Stars, and I think that that's okay. And even though there's only 20 cookies inside of the game as of right now versus the 100 that are in Brawl Stars, I think that it is nice, especially when the game is starting. And here you have a lot of variety. So right here we have the Dark Cocoa cookie, who has some really cool abilities as well, right? So his primary attack is a sword slash. You can do, of course, your evade, and then you could do a lightning strike that does a lot of damage. He reminds me of like a bull type character inside of Brawl Stars, where you'll be just hiding in the bush in solo showdown waiting for someone to come by, and then you'll, well, make them regret coming by. Now, of course, you have a lot of the spending mechanics that we have in other mobile games as well. So you have your battle pass. There are missions that you can complete as well for each day, which are actually quite nice. These give you rewards that progress all the different passes. There is a shop inside of the game, which of course is going to offer you some free items, but also it's going to offer you ways to spend inside of the game. So far, it looks very similar to Brawl Stars. So if you're someone that feels that Brawl Stars is a bit pay to win, then you may feel the same here. But it's more of a pay to progress, get your characters up higher more quickly. That's how the mechanic works, as I can see so far. You have the summon shop as well, where you're able to summon new characters, which I really do like. Let's do 5 draws right here. Let's see what we get. You get to check out what this actually looks like. We're getting some new characters or some of the cards to upgrade the characters that we already currently have. Now, it is an extensive screen of everything happening. Of course, you can skip it if you want to, but coming out of the oven, we have some new cookies. We got jerky cookie soul chips. Cool. Let's see what else we got. It looks like we got everything was just the chips except for him right here. We got some good advancement. So if we wanted to, we could go and spend on that upgrade. Now we have your free daily summon as well, which is actually quite nice. Gives you a bunch of resources and things to upgrade your cookies along the way, which I like that they got you coming over there on a daily basis to do that. You have different events that hop inside of the game, and the welcome login events are going to give you free items as well. And yes, there is a chest mechanic. I love opening chests. I miss it in Brawl Stars. It's here. So now you tap to upgrade, boom, open up your chest, and you have better chance of getting better things as you get better chests along the way. There's daily welcoming things, more chests that we can open, as you can see right here. Boom, we're gonna see what we can get out of this. Good, a lot of this stuff is just to upgrade your characters as you go. And as you see, lots of rewards just for logging in, daily logins and things like that. Adding friends, of course, they want that because they want a lot more people to be playing their game. It makes sense. And you can see right here, it is blinking new. Well, let's take a look. Do we have the ability to unlock a new one? It says obtainable right here. It looks like we can unlock a new character. And this is actually pretty cool because let's be honest, I've only been playing the game for a couple of hours and I've already unlocked 18 of the 20 cookies inside of the game, which is pretty awesome if I'm being honest. But I want to feature to you 2 of the game modes. Now, we'll see how well we do in them, but I want to feature Wild Royale for you guys, and there's an event for Wild Royale as well. This is like a different type. We're going to do the standard one, and then I'm going to show you Castle Crasher as well, so you can see what those game modes look like. So when you go into the game mode, it sets up a queue. Unfortunately, you can't do anything. You can't look at the shops or anything. You can kind of run around here and do this stuff, but you can't interact with the game in any other way. The opponents pop up, your buffs pop up that will become available to you, and it spins a random map. So we're going, the Mala Training Pit is going to be the map. We're going to get ourselves a random spawn, and then we're going to dive into the map. And just like Brawl Stars, we're going after chests for upgrades and taking down people along the way. All right, so this is the map. Notice in the center, there's a lot of stuff. It's placing me up in the top left corner. Let's go and smash. I like this. I like this. Again, it looks very similar to what you guys probably already know. Get your power-ups. Do what you can right here. Boom, we got that. I'm going to come over here, try and play it safe really quickly. I'm going to see if I can pull in a win for you guys, or at least a second place finish. Boom. Got a couple into that guy right there. I'm going to steal this box. We're going to make our way into the center. I want to try to show you what's in the other boxes as well. These blue boxes give you some different abilities. Oh. There we go. Almost. I'm going to get out of the way here. We were getting in a little bit of trouble. We still are in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to try and heal up. There's someone just AFK right over here. Or maybe that was not them. That's them right there. Oh, he's using the same cookie as me. Ooh, I just dodged that nicely. We could chase. We could chase. Jump. All right, nice. That was a good kill right there. I'm sorry, I was focused. I was focused on the... I feel like I'm legit making Brawl Star videos again. And look, there are 2 people left. He's over here. He knows where I am. I know where he is. There are no secrets right now. Okay, he jumped back over there. He's going to be forced to come my way. Oh, they're playing the same character as me, actually.
There's almost nowhere left. Do whatever it takes to hang on.
I don't think he knows where I am. And there is the victory. Well, I guess we got lucky right there, pulling in a victory on our first shot. That's an idea of how a normal player would play this type of game mode. Now, when you start playing the game, there are quite a few bots. You're going to do really well in the beginning because everything that you play is a bot. Feels great. Gets you engulfed inside of the game. And then you start facing some real players. So let's go grab our rewards. We do get a chest right off the bat, which is nice and rewarding, which we can use for upgrading more of our characters or some coins right there. And we got ourselves some oven crowns as well, taking all of this. Now notice some of the requests over here. These are the quests that we get because every day you can go around the little village here and you can get different quests. These quests are going to give you rewards for completing them. Basically, you are going to go interact with these NPCs. They will have a exclamation point over their head, and that will mean that they have something for you. As of right now, I don't believe there are any because I already claimed them all this morning, but yeah, that's what that looks like. But I do also want to show you another game mode that I've liked, which is Castle Crasher. Basically, inside of Castle Crasher, you have to get into the turtle, which is in the center of the map, and have the turtle slowly move to the other side. You're basically escorting it. If you can get the turtle to their side, you win. If they get it to your side, they win. So try not to die. I'm going to use, maybe I'll change up my cookie actually. As you can see, I haven't done a ton of upgrading to cookies, but one that I think plays really nicely over here is actually the dynamite looking one. So let's see, can we get some upgrades in? Let's level this cookie up a couple of times. See what you can do here. I'm going to try and stay behind the walls, just like you would do with a dynamite. Looks like we only were able to level up to level 3. Ooh. I'll use it anyways, just so you can see how gameplay looks. We're going to select this cookie and we're going to start our search for Castle Crasher 3v3. So I like that there are both solo game modes as well as team game modes. All right, we are all readied up. That is the turtle in the beginning, in the center that we need to escort. It gets escorted through the track that you guys can see. I'm going to stay passive and try to stay back. Now I am playing with randoms right here. Worth noting. I need to stay back because I am not tanky by any means. But we are leading the escort right here. Let's come over here, get a couple of bombs on him. Didn't work. Gonna evade. There's a nice feedback as well when you play. Let's go here. Not getting many kills or anything. My bombs aren't hitting. There's one. Or one nice bomb hit. Let's go here. Boom, big bomb strikes. We need to take that position. There's a kill. We are in the lead. Or we are on the move, I should say. What I can do with my bombs is essentially keep these guys back. They're going through like that with the power, with the melee. Uh-oh, I gotta get out of here. We did. How about this? Oh my god, he took me down. I was trying to throw the big bomb right on top of myself, but he got me in time. I never was good with a dynamite type character in the past. It hasn't changed. I'm still struggling with it right now. But it seems like a good type of class, or cookie, we should say, to play this game mode. Now, we're progressing it the most. There's 1 minute and 15 left on the timer. You gotta get out of the way. I'm also only a level 3 cookie, mind you. There's a big bomb. Nice, that was well placed. Obviously, the higher you level up your characters as well. Oh, we're just about there. The higher you level up, the more damage you'll do, the less damage you'll take. Keep running this way. I'm just getting them at. Got a couple of damage ticks. There we go. Love my blind firing, right? And here we go again, another big bomb. That should take out... I got some kills. I got some kills, although I was taken down myself. Gotta keep my teammates alive. They are stronger than I am.
Double kill.
There's a bunch of damage dropped. Here we go. Cleaning up house. Looking like we're looking pretty good right here. I don't know if this ends in ties or what. By a short percent. There we go. I just got a big... This is a stun. We just got a power up. Cleaned up house a little bit. This is good. I got a triple kill out of that. That was actually pretty nice. Oh my god. There's another big bomb. I wasted it because I didn't know how long. Time's up. I think we came in with the win. 20% to 12%. That was quite a battle right there. We did get the victory. Not much help to me. It does give you some stats, which I like, right? I got MVP. Check that out. MVP, baby. With my cherry cookie. Does it give us our stats? Yes, 3 and 9. I went 17 and 6, so actually not so bad. Your boy going 17 and 6 in that match. We get out of here. You got a little bit of a highlight of 2 different game modes inside of the game. Even though we are only a level 3, we still were able to put in some work and do some damage in a game mode that I think is quite fun. And we got our chest that we can open, our instant reward. Feels good, man. Feels good. Ooh, blue slushy cookie soul chips as well, which I do quite like. We could claim some rewards over here. What do we get right here? Ooh, a new rank achieved. Let's go. And by the way, I did not buy any premium passes. You could choose who you want to unlock. I'm going to go with her right there. Boom. Claimed. Those could be used to upgrade her as well. That special cookie. And we get some more rewards right here because we just finished one of the little requests that we were on because, well, we had those as well. Plus, I think some more battle pass progression right here as well, which is another chest for us to open, a golden chest. Yes, 4,000 gold, which is also used for the upgrades. This game is quite a bit of fun. Inside of the game, if you want to see my ID here, this is me, Echo Gaming. I don't know if it gives you too many details of my account, but you can come friend me inside of the game if you want to. Oh, and we do have another string cheese cookie. Unlock her. Oh my god, she looks legit. She's got a mini gun on her hand. I want to test this girl out. Newly unlocked, which leaves me with only 1 cookie on not locked, right? Can we have what's... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, check that out. Her ultimate, that's her move. What is this, turret? Oh, she drops... We got a Jessie right here. We got a Jessie right here in the house. That attack is insane. Can't wait to use her. We'll be doing that in a future video if I plan to continue covering it. Let me know if you like this one.